Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally. Very warm welcome to you all. It's Monday the 5th of May 2025 and this is episode number 67. Hope you've all had a lovely weekend, and last week the weather here in the UK has been absolutely fantastic, really sunny. And it's in the UK here, it's Bank Holiday Monday, so if you're all off, hope you have a lovely day, relaxing and doing what you love to do the most. I was talking to Natasha. Hi Natasha from Hooks and Stitches. If you know, recently she's moved home and had a lot of disruption, but she will be back with her channel very soon. She just needs to get a bit more sorted out and organised, but I know she's missing not doing videos, but she will be back very shortly with a lot of lovely projects. I think she's lost her crojo a little bit with moving and not crocheting, so I was just trying to encourage her to do little things that she loves rather than her projects that she has to do. Just, I think if you've lost your crojo, and sometimes you do, you know you just don't feel like crocheting very much, although it's what you love to do. I just think if you do, rather than the things that you know you need to get done, if you just do something small that you really love doing, I think it helps you to get back into it a little bit. So she'll be back very soon. So I'll just the first crochet along I'm doing is with the lovely Jenny. Hi Jenny. I'm in my spare time, and if you know Jenny, she's just become a grandma again, so that's congratulations Jenny, that's fantastic news, little girl. So anyway, going along with this crochet along from this lovely book by Kylie Melita, and it's a granny square for each week of the year, and we're in autumn. We've done spring and summer, and this is the last one of autumn. It's number 39. It's Coreopsis, and that's the lovely flower. It's interesting to do. It was yeah, it was quite strange because you did, oops, don't hold on to my basket, you did these little bits separate and then you worked into them, but I did follow the written instructions a little bit, but the chart, I really followed the chart for this one. Chart there. So I looked at some images of the Coreopsis, and the one I liked was, I normally follow the colourways along, but I was googling the colours of Coreopsis, and there was a lovely pink one, so instead of the red here I decided to use the pink. So that's my square, and also because it came very large, it was already way bigger I think than normal, so I didn't do the last round of it because it would have made it even bigger. So yeah, I'll show you the right side. So that's my Coreopsis, and I used Meadow for that green, All Starcraft Special DK. Don't think there was any. No, there was no. I used pistachio for this little bit, but I used my last. Oh no, there's a little ball, little bit left of the pistachio, and then for the pink here I used candy floss. So that's my square. Really enjoyed doing that. It was different. It was a 2 ball of yarn rating. Now next week we're coming into winter, which is the last 13 squares. So this is the next week. Snow Flora. So that looks a bit more detailed. It's a 3 ball of yarn rating, and I did notice there's a spike double crochet stitch in it, so spike. I haven't had much success with spike stitches, but I think as long as the spike is in the row below, it's okay. It's if you start coming two below, two back, one forward, that's when I start getting a bit confused. But if the spike stitch is just a skipped stitch from the row, two rows below, I think I should be all right. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I'll be all right. But some of the winter ones, they do look a little bit, they're a little bit more difficult. The 3 ball of yarn rating, a lot of them. But anyway, we'll give it a go. That looks really nice. So that's my coreopsis done. Really enjoying this crochet along, having fun doing that. So yes, like I said, I missed the last round because it was already quite large. So that's that done. Now the next thing I want to show you is the, where have I put it? I've got stuff all over here. I'm doing a hexie cardigan for, it's for my daughter-in-law. Hi Sam. It's for her mum. And last year she asked me to do she asked me if I could crochet a cardigan. Of course I said yes, of course I can. Right, this is, she gave me the pattern. I'm not sure if this was off Etsy. Just trying to show you it. The Hexagon Cardigan by Sarah Payne. Sarah Payne. And this is the Hexie cardigan. Can you see? Oh, that's Sarah. This is what it looks like. It's got the squares up the back and the sleeves like that. So that's the cardigan. Don't want to get my pages mixed up. Yes, so like I said, she gave me the pattern to follow, and the suggested yarn was this lovely, whoops, let me get a ball out. This was the suggested yarn, and this is what she got. It was the Anti-Pilling DK Signet Pure Baby Prints, and this colourway is 1892 Blue Iris, and it's got lovely colours in it. So, and I was a bit slow getting started with it because I was trying to finish other things. So this is what I've got done. Whoops, I put these all neatly. Just a second. Just a second. 3, 4, 5. Just one moment. And also the contrast colour for the edging is Anti-Pilling Signet Pure Baby, and this colourway is Pastel Blue. Nice baby blue, but it's beautiful yarn. It's DK. It's 100 gram, and it's 245 meters, 100% acrylic, and you can wash and tumble dry. Knits to DK patterns, but it's a really lovely soft yarn, maybe because it's baby. And I've done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They suggest a 6mm hook, which for a DK, that's quite a big hook size. But I thought, well, I'll go with it because that's what they say. And I think maybe it's because it makes it very drapey, which is lovely. So I've done the 7 little squares, which I've got to put together and they go up the back. Just let the yarn come as it came. So those are the 7 little squares, and let's have a look. This is the one side, so that's the sleeve. This is the bit where you decreased to make it a bit shorter. I've sewn that across the top. Well, I didn't sew it, did I? No, I single crocheted it across the top to join. So this is the one panel. This is the one piece. You can see how lovely and soft, and so that's the one piece done. And I think I have not many more rows to do. Let me have a look. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 more rounds to do. This is the other panel. Oh, hang on, that's the sleeve. The sleeve is where this is the little stitch marker where I do the decrease every 3rd row. So this is the next panel. So that's really coming on. Really enjoying doing that, and I wanted to do a hexie cardigan this year because I just had never done one before. And when it was Tracy, her name is, when Tracy asked me to do a crocheted cardigan, and I realised it was a hexie, I thought, oh, it's a good chance to make one. Then if I like it, I'll do one for myself. 6mm hook, like I said, quite a big hook, but it's coming really nice in that yarn. I'm really enjoying that, so not far off finishing that. Be lovely when I finish that, so I'm trying to get that finished. So that's the hexie cardigan. Now I showed you last week, wait, whoops, I showed you last week I was making this bunny for Hope, little granddaughter Hope. See the big, these were crocheted, but I made them and oh, they looked awful. It absolutely looked terrible with those eyes. And so I tried to embroider them on, but it just looked wrong. So I asked your advice, and I got some absolutely lovely advice. Thank you very much for all your comments, and put little eyelashes on and making the mouth a little bit more pronounced. So the pattern is Peach Puff Patterns. It's the floppy eared bunny in plush. So so that was the pattern, and in the end this is the bunny. Oh, wrong way. That's the back, that's her legs, and I'd done one ear. Just had the other ear to finish, so I finished the other ear, and it just still looks a bit funny to me. It still looks a little bit strange, but I did the nose in some fluffy yarn that I'd got, because they just didn't look right in the ordinary. And in the end I did the eyes brown instead of black. I thought they perhaps weren't so harsh. Oh, that's the eyelids. That's the eyelids there. I put eyelashes on, and I did the mouth smiley a little bit bigger. So, oh, I don't know. That's the bunny. It just still looks quite funny to me, but I think she'll like it. Oh, she might just grab hold of his ear and. But anyway, that's finished, and the yarn for this was this the Yarn Smith's own brand, Snug as a Bug, and that was in the pink. And then this colour was Unicorn Sunset, I think the colour was this was called, and that's what they chose, and the pattern's what they chose. So we'll be visiting next Monday, so I'll be able to give that little hope next Monday. And Hope she'll like it. But it made me laugh. I did smile to myself. But that was that. And then the next project that I'm working on is, I did tell you, excuse me, I got a dry throat. It's now again for Samantha, my daughter-in-law Sam. It's the hexie cardigans for her mom Tracy, and her sister Ellie. Her Sam's sister Ellie is expecting her second baby. She's already got her son Keanu, and this is so this is her baby. I'm not sure when it's due, but I think she's having a little girl. She's having a little girl. No, she's having a boy. No, she's having a girl. I think she's having a girl. Anyway, this is the pattern. It's a sea turtle pattern, and the reason being, Ellie absolutely loves sea turtles. Turtles she absolutely loves. So I showed Sam this picture. Is the beach and the water and the different colours of blue, and that's, I think that one is for a throw, but I'm doing the baby blanket size, and she said she'd absolutely love it. The yarn that I'm using is Yarn Smith's Create. That's Wool Warehouse's own make. It's the Create double knit, and this one is Tropical Teal. 100 gram, 290 meters, and 100% acrylic. And you can wash and cool, tumble dry. Oh, fibres get. So that was Tropical Teal. We have got Teal. Tropical Teal, a little bit different. And then we have got Light Turquoise. These are the different colours of the sea. And then we've got Glacier Blue. And then there's a excuse me, and then for the edge of the water and the sand, we've got the white and sand. So those are the colours that I'm using. And I thought I'll just start it, and it's working up really quick. Got to sew in some ends, and it's the ripple blanket. This is what I've got so far. So it starts there. This is with the deeper blue. Then there's the odd little line of, you know, it doesn't just go from one colour to the next, it sort of filters in, if you like. I've got this light blue. So that's the size of it. It's a baby blanket, so it's not massively big. And then I'm going to put the little turtles on afterwards. But in the pattern, it was from Ravelry, but you can't print the pattern out. So I think you can print out the pattern for the throw. So I just screenshot the pattern from her website. But it's what did I say it was? It was made by Mandy. Ravelry Baby Sea Turtle Throw Pattern by Mandy Huseth. Yeah, so that was the pattern. That was the throw, and there is a little lovey as well, so I think I'll have some yarn left. I'll perhaps do a little lovey as well. But anyway, I'm using a 4.5mm hook, and what it said was this. I've done it here. Where did I do it? Here, this colour. It said when you change colour, you can work into the back loop only, and it'll cause that little ridge of changing colour. Here I did it, look. But I did it there and it was okay. But the second time I did it, I couldn't get the stitch count right, and I must have done it 4 times, and in the end I thought, no, I'm just going to just do it in both loops. So the next time I came to change colour, I tried again in the back loop, and no, the stitch count wasn't working out. So in the end, I mean, I've changed colour here, and it looks a bit like it's gone into the back loop, doesn't it? You can see. So I thought, oh, I'm not going to stress too much. You can see I've done it there, but it just wasn't working out. So I thought, no. And it's a really nice pattern. You just put it's in US terms, 2 double crochets on the end stitch, then 4 double crochets, 2 double crochets together twice, then you do the 4 up to the top, then you do double crochet, increase, increase, then 4 down, decrease, decrease, 4 up the top, increase, increase, 4 double crochets, decrease, decrease, and then 2 at the end, 2 double crochets. So it's really working up fast. So really enjoying that. Sea turtle blanket. So like I said, I'm not sure when she's having the baby, but I'll just try and get it done as quick as I can. Hope's bunny's finished, and I just want to show you a couple of pictures that have been sent in by the lovely Jane. Hi Jane. I've read your email this morning, and also this morning I've had emails from Lynn, Mary and Jane, but I haven't had time to get back to you yet, so I will after I've filmed this. But Jane has been making this, oh, that light, look at that beautiful a teddy bear. Is it popcorn or puff stitch? I think it's popcorns. But and I've wanted to do one of these for a while. Isn't that beautiful? This first one, she's used Emu double knitting. I don't think I've used Emu before, the brand. It's a DK and the colours are cream and mocha, and she's used a 4mm hook. Look at the pom-poms on the end. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. So that's the teddy bear. And then also, and this is just as cute, look at that one, she's also done that one. And this was again Emu in white and a 4mm hook. 100% perfect. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? I've never done a bobble stitch blanket. I know my friend Dot, hi Dot, I know she's done squares and she's done hearts in each square, and then you sew the squares together. That's really, really nice. So yeah, I'd really like to do something like that. I think they're really, really lovely. So thank you, Jane, for sending those. Absolutely beautiful. I love to see what you've been working on, and you know what projects that you're doing and what you're doing them in and all that stuff, which I love to see. So some little baby's going to love those to wrap up in. So that's all of that. Then I think it's just, have I done anything else? Let me think. No, because last week was so hot. It took me nearly all week to do the Sophie's Universe blanket because it's so big and bulky. It took me a while to get that done. So yeah, it's a bit difficult to crochet too much when it's so hot. But now it's donut time. Excuse me. Working through this Crochet Donut Buddies book by Rachel Zane. Oh, it's been lovely doing all these donuts. I should be quite sad when they're all done, and I don't know what I'll do when they're all finished. You'll have to give me some suggestions if there's any books that you'd like to work through, or not granny squares, because there's a lot of those. I've got doing the crochet along with Jenni, and and when Natasha's back we'll be doing 3D squares. So probably not squares, but you'll have to let me know if there's anything you want to work along with. And but this has been lovely. You do the donut. The front of the book, it tells you how to do the basic donut, and then you can do it in this donut colour. Could do them all in that. I think Natasha was doing that, the basic donut, and then you do the icing to go on top. And depending on the little creature that you're doing, the little animal, you can change the colour of your donut or the icing. Anyway, last week I chose the cat. The cat came out the bag. The cat was out the bag. That was the little cat, and it was a little 2 rating. So that was the picture, and then we've had some lovely photos in. We've had from the lovely Jan. Hi Jan, hope you're okay. This is Jan's beautiful little kitty. Does Jan say she used Starcraft DK in cream and grey colour? It could be grey or silver. And isn't that cute? Little whiskers, look. And she's got an orange collar with a yellow tag. Beautiful. Lovely little cat. Thank you, Jan. This next picture, let me make sure I've got it right. Yes, this next picture is from the lovely Mary. Hi Mary, glad you had a nice day out with your friend. This is Mary's, and Mary said, you're not sure it looks like a cat? Well, I'll look at mine and I think, well, I'm not sure it really looks like a cat, but I'll show you mine in a minute. Mary used buttermilk for the donut, and the icing is, she thinks she had it a little bit from a charity shop, but it looks like camel. It was a DK, so it does look like camel. And then the little collar in pink and the lovely tag in purple. Beautiful little eyes and ears. Cute. So it's a lovely little camel kitty. We've had a grey kitty, and then we've also had a lovely picture from the lovely Lynn. Hi Lynn, Lynn Penguin. And this is Lynn's beautiful little grey kitty with a pink, is it pink? Bright pink collar and little pale pink tag. So that's Lynn's little cat. Beautiful. Cute. So all lovely little kitties. Thank you so much for joining along and sending in your pictures. Now, don't laugh. This is my little cat. Oh, whiskers. I did little fluffy whiskers at the side. I don't know, so I should have put them on. Well, I did put them on the nose, but they looked a bit funny. But the ears, I don't know whether they should have been a bit more pointy. I'm not sure about the ears. I didn't want to do the little round bit because so I just made my own little thing up there for the inside. And then the collar I just did in purple, and the tag in a raspberry colour. So that's my little kitty cat. No, I don't think it looks like a cat to me, but I don't know. Just didn't look very cat-like. But anyway, that's the cat done. So some little child, I love it. I did raspberry, and this purple. This was a new fashion. That was for the tag. Oh, and then this spice. So I wanted to do like a ginger cat, so I did this spice colour for the icing and the donut. And then a cream, little bit of cream for the the muzzle, the nose. Right, where can I put that? So, oh, this great big bag that was full, absolutely full. And now there's just just this little many left. So in Lynn's email she was saying probably the penguin is going to be the last one, but you never know. Lynn, could be this one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got. Big rummage round, and it's a green one. Put that away for next week. Oh, it's the octopus on page 100. Oh, I know the octopus, that's going to have some legs. 96, 98, 100. Oh, tentacles. So this is the octopus. It's a cute little thing. It's a 3 rating, and that's the side view. Looks like they've done it in purple. Looks like a purpley colour there. So that's the side view. Just show you some little pictures there. And it says, embroider lots of fun coloured sprinkles on one side of the octopus face, or leave them off. It's up to you. I'm not sure why the little sprinkles are there. I don't know why that's. I'm not sure. It says this octopal loves swimming with her sea buddies all day. With her 8 arms, she can speed past all of her friends on the beach. You'll have great fun stitching this beautiful donut buddy. And the donut, follow the basic donut pattern, which is at the front of the book, to create the donut base in bright pink. Bright pink. That looked purple to me there. It looks purple, doesn't it? Not bright pink. Anyway, bright pink. And the icing in shrimp, with sprinkles in shrimp on the base only. If using safety eyes, that just tells you where to put the eyes. You've got to make large tentacles. You make 4 of them. They're just a bit like the curly cues, so they're not too bad really. You chain 29 for the large tentacles. You chain 20. You've got to do 4 of each, 4 large and 4 medium, and there's only 1 row, so you're doing 29 chain on the large, and then in the second chain from the hook you're doing 2 slip stitches, then 1 single crochet, then 3 single crochets in the next stitch. So you just just working along the chain. Sprinkles and the mouth. So yeah, not sure if I'll do sprinkles. I suppose it's just to make it look all shimmery but oh yeah, there's a tiny little mouth. You can't see very well, but there's a tiny little V there, look. Tiny. I might do a bigger smile than that. So that's the donut for this week, is the octopus. But I don't know, did I just mention it? I can't remember if I just mentioned it or not. Next Monday, we're going to visit family. So we're going early Monday morning. So I'm going to film this Monday's video on Sunday evening. So if you could possibly get your pictures to me on Sunday lunchtime or something, or sometime on Sunday, and then I'll be able to film on Sunday night, because Monday morning we'll be travelling, going to see my 2 sons and their families, and my daughter and her family, and my dad, my sister. So we're just going to visit those for a couple of days. So I'll take crochet with me to catch up, but it's just I didn't want to leave filming till I'm there, because I'd have to take all this stuff with me. So if you could possibly get any pictures. Oh, my eyes are itchy. I think the pollen count must be quite high because my eyes are itching and my throat's a bit scratchy. Oh, itching. I think it's fluff, just fluff fibres. So if you could possibly get your photos to me on Sunday, that'd be great. If you can't, it doesn't matter. I'll show them the following Monday. Also this week, my brother-in-law has got a birthday, so happy birthday, Alan. Hope you have a lovely day. It's my brother-in-law's birthday. I think that's all that's going on. Go and see Dot probably one day this week, although my husband's got a telephone appointment on Tuesday, so I'm not too sure when we'll go, but I Dot, hopefully get to see you this week. I think that's all I was going to say. Like I said, it's bank holiday Monday, so there'll be quite a few holiday makers about, so probably won't do too much today on the road. Anyway, we won't go out anywhere because it's always so busy on the roads with traffic and, you know, with holiday makers and coming and going, and our journey always takes twice as long when you get stuck in queues. So I think we'll just have a quiet day at home today. Weather's quite nice, it's a bit cooler than it has been, but at least as long as it's dry, that's the main thing. I think that's all. I do have a little video coming up, and I keep saying that, but I've got I did a little purchase. It was with a voucher that I'd got, a couple of vouchers, so I'll do that video maybe tomorrow, or ready for Wednesday. I'll do it for Wednesday. So there's a little video coming up, and I'll see you in that next video. So hope you all have a lovely day, a lovely week. I really hope that you oh, I went blank then. I just hope you have a really safe, you know, safe, what am I trying to say? I just totally went blank then. Just keep safe and well, and oh, thank you, darling. Opie just bought me a cup of coffee. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
My hubby just bought me a cup of coffee. I don't know if you heard him, but I said, do you want to say hello? And he said, hello. He'd just come back from taking the dogs a walk. So he took them a walk because last Monday? Oh, they barked and barked and barked. So he took them out for me today. Yes, sorry, I was just saying, just try and I hope you all keep safe and well and happy. Just do your best to smile, and whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, love each other and be kind and careful as you go on your way. I'll see you all in a little video on Wednesday, and until then, I love you all and be safe. Bye. Go and have my cup of coffee now. Bye.